an offensive lineman position in the NFL. And then look at, if you don't want to be pissed.
Did the Las Vegas Aces beat the Indiana Fever? Or did the referees do it for them? When A'ja Wilson shoots 26 free throws during the entire series, while her opponent, Aliyah Boston, the league's best post defender, and someone known to always attack the paint on offense, shoots 0 in the first 2 games and only 17 total. You have to ask if this was competition or manipulation. In this video, we're exposing Wilson's entire stat sheet. Free throws, the fouls, the miscalls, and the bizarre whistles that turned a legendary Fever fight into a headline about officiating controversy. You'll see why fans are calling this series stolen rather than won. Stick around, as what Aliyah Boston really said about the rigged series will shock you. Let us know down in the comments what you think of A'ja's special whistle. How does one star player get a different rulebook than everyone else on the floor? That's the question that hung over this entire semifinal series. Because when you go through the numbers between A'ja Wilson and Aliyah Boston, the pattern stops looking like random chance and starts looking intentional. During 5 games, Wilson marched to the free throw line 26 times. Boston, despite banging in the post and drawing contact every single night, only made it their 17 total. And almost all of that came in one game, Game 4, when the Aces were hacking anyone who touched the ball in the final minutes just to extend time. Those freebies padded her count, but without them, the gap between the 2 stars would be an embarrassment to explain. Now go back to Games 1 and 2. The Fever's centerpiece, Aliyah Boston, whose entire play style is built on physical post-ups and finishing through defenders, didn't shoot a single free throw, not one. If you watch those games, you saw Wilson absorbing whistles for the softest touch fouls, while Boston was shoved, hit on the arms, and knocked down without so much as a glance from the referees. That can't just be chalked up to different styles of play. The ball flowed through Boston constantly for her whistle to go completely silent through 2 consecutive games. It sounded more like selective enforcement. The foul totals only build the case. Over the 5 games, Boston got hit with 19 fouls. Wilson just 14. That's already strange enough when you remember who they guard. Boston defended Wilson possession after possession, and yet the count says Boston fouled 5 more times. How? On tape, you can literally count Wilson's moving screens over and over. Illegal footwork to free up Jackie Young or Chelsea Gray. By one review, there were at least 37 uncalled moving screens from Wilson alone across the series. 37. That's nearly 8 per game. Wipe away like they never happened. Somehow Boston sets one solid screen and it's whistled. Wilson leans half her body into defenders on pick after pick, and nothing. It starts to form a one-way street. Fouls pile on Boston, whistles bail out Wilson. Boston plays defense with her hands up, takes bumps inside, and it's called against her. Wilson hooks arms on rebounds or lower shoulders on entry plays, and the refs act blind. At what point do you stop asking whether it's just tough luck and start asking whether the officials are protecting a narrative? Is the league's chosen face getting a pass others don't receive? Because based on this series, Wilson's special whistle isn't some conspiracy theory. It's backed by the math. It's hard for us to find flow when there's a foul call every 10 seconds. I mean, it just really is, you know? And when they're at the free throw line, we can't get up and down the floor. And that's a challenge. They were much more aggressive and physical defensive. And we didn't counter that with our off-ball actions or with our back cuts. So they took us out of our comfort zone. I mean, offense is about rhythm. It's about timing. It's about spacing. We allowed them to do that, and they kept us from doing it. Look when you stack it together. 0 free throws for Boston in the first 2 games. 17 total to Wilson's 26. 19 fouls on Boston, 14 on Wilson, despite her constant illegal screens. 37 times the MVP got away with violations that could have shifted possessions. Every single layer of evidence tilts in the same direction, always helping one side and burying the other. So if statistical imbalance already screams favoritism, what happens when you drill down into the actual moments that swung Game 5? That's where the favoritism went from numbers on a stat sheet to deciding the outcome right in front of our eyes. Game 5 should have been a heavyweight battle between 2 of the league's brightest stars. But instead, it turned into a 3-hour war between the Fever and the referees.